Okay, welcome designers. In this tutorial video, I'm going to be showing you how to add barn sliding doors in ClassicCAD Pro. So we're going to do the single barn door and then the double barn door as well. So you're going to start off with, you're going to draw all your walls, maybe a closet behind them, and this one I've got something going on, and you're going to have an opening in the wall. So the opening that I've used and that you should use is the opening obstruction. So, it's just quite literally a cutout in the wall. And then you just edit all the settings to properly reflect what it is in real life. So, you have the height, the width, all that. One of the critical things that you need to know about barn doors before you even consider adding them is where the door is going to sit on the wall and then where it's going to return. So on this one, we're going to have a door that sits here in front of the opening on this side of the wall, and it's going to return to this corner right here. And so this measurement right here, this 42, even though it's upside down, is really important because we need enough room for the door to fully go into the return wall. So kind of the basic, and the measurement can change sometimes depending on the design, but I would say that a good, rule to just live by when you're doing barn doors is the opening width plus 4. That is about what you want for your return wall, because typically the door is going to overlap the sides of the opening about 2 inches on either side of the opening. So we have a 32-inch wide opening here. We have more than 36 over here, so we're completely fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take exterior sliding doors up here. We're going to start, and this is going to be incorrect at first, so just bear with me. We're going to start by drawing over the wall. So we're going to start over the return wall and then over the opening. And then I'm going to go over just a little bit too, just because it does overlap that wall slightly. So right there. So now you can see this is drawn as a regular inset sliding door system. So we're going to change that. First we're going to flip it because we want the arrow pointing towards the side of the wall that we want the barn door to be on. So right now this one would install it on the inside of the closet. That's not what we want. We want it on the outside. So first we're going to flip it right here in the flipped section in the properties of the sliding door system. And then in order to change it from a regular sliding door system to the barn door, you have to go up here in the vendor setting and just change it to barn door. And you'll see it automatically shifts the doors in front of the wall. So the one issue we do run into with doing barn doors is that we aren't able to properly get just one door or just 2 doors. It's always going to be double just because it's based off the regular sliding door tool. We do have a workaround that I'm going to show you how to do. So just like when you're doing any other sliding doors, you're just going to go down the list and add your things. For this example, I'm going to do a shaker door. I'm going to do it in Castano, insert Castano. The width, I'm really going to leave it alone. I think the price is okay. Don't worry about getting pricing for this door. We're going to change it and you're not going to get anything. The height you should change. So the height the height of my opening is 80 inches. You want to go at the minimum 4 inches above it. There are some cases in where going a little less than that is going to be okay. I would reach out to engineering first though and just make sure with them. So I'm going to make this one 86. Just because why not? We have a little extra room. Door count 2. I know that's correct. We're doing 1 door, but really just to get it in CAD, you're going to do 2. Single track with fascia, track finish, brush chrome, doesn't matter. Guide finish, I'm going to leave it at Castano. And that's perfect. So now if we go, you see we have our elevation here. We have 2 doors. Like I said, it's incorrect. If you go to your 3D view, it's kind of correct. So it shows it correctly. We have just the 1 door. That other door gets hidden inside the wall. So, from a 3D standpoint, for the customer's perspective, this is exactly what it would look like. This is perfect. From a pricing perspective, you're still going to get that other door. So how you change that is you go back to the elevation view, and then you have to go to the properties of the single door. That's going to, the door that's inside the wall. And how you get to the properties of a single door is down here in this little diagram. Right click, properties sliding door, and these 2 things are going to change: the frame finish and the insert material. And if you're doing a solid door, it's just the frame. So you can change the frame to no door, and the insert material to open wall side. I don't really know why they have different names, but they do the same thing. So they make that door invisible and they get rid of the pricing. So if you go down to our 3D view, same thing. But in our elevation view, it just says open wall side. This way, when the customer does sign their plans, they know, okay, I'm only getting the one door, and that's where the open wall is. So that's how you do that. You add it to your DWG. Did go over all these steps in the first sliding door basics video, so refer to that. I'm just going to real quick do it. Oh great, it's not responding. So you got your plan view, add page, add image, and make sure you get the one with, you saw how there was two, I kind of went too fast, I'm sorry, I'll go back. So you see how there's two elevations? I went over this in the first video, but I'll reiterate. One of them has the label, the insert labels, one of them does not. Always choose the one with labels. Engineering will not approve it without them. And add all your text notes, one sliding barn door. I think barn doors are something where it's helpful to include the 3D views with your plans, just because right now it doesn't show the 2Ds correctly. So that's it. It's pretty simple, I gotta say. So let's do a double barn door now. So I quite literally just copied the design, but said, oh my gosh, look, the opening's bigger now. So we got a 48-inch wide opening. So it's kind of the same logic of the last one to calculate your return walls, where now you just go 48 plus 4, but then because we're doing two doors, we're just going to divide by 2. So 48 plus 4 is 52. Divided by 2 is 26. So I have 20 on the right and 32 on the left. That's fine. So again, same thing. Over the wall. I'm just going to go all the way. Change it. I'm going to flip it again. I'm going to change it to 4 doors this time. Go up here. Hayfla barn door. I'm going to do an aluminum door this time. I'll do oil rub bronze with opal resin. Opening height 86. Single track. No fascia. Cool. And so right now, what it's giving me is this staggered layout. This is incorrect. So we're going to go to the elevation, and we're just going to change it so that the 2 center doors are on the front track. And then we're going to, do our whole thing where we get rid of the frames. So I guess I should have explained this before. Right now, if you go to your BOM, I'm not going to change anything yet. You're going to see right now the price is about almost 8,000. Let's go to just the sliding doors. Is about 4,500. So this is actually pretty close. But you can see that it's going to be charging for 4 doors. Full price of 4 doors. So now, after I do all this stuff, change it to no door, open wall side. And I should also say, if you're doing doors with several inserts, make sure just make sure that the 2 center doors have the dividers and then multiple inserts. Always make sure that these 2 side doors are just plain Jane, no door. Make sure you don't make the mistake of just going to the properties of the insert. Always make sure you're going to the properties of the sliding door when you're doing this. Open wall side, I think that's okay. And now we go to our parts list. You can see the price go down. Yeah, the price went way down in sliding doors. So now it's only charging for 2 doors, and then you have 2 no doors, which don't even have anything. So important. Make sure you do that. Please don't rip off our customers. So now if you go to your 3D view, you can see you got your double doors. It's perfect. Look at that. Looks great. And same thing again. Add to your plans. Do all the necessary text notes. I'm not going to do it again. I already showed you. You guys should know how to do this. What a perfect time for my CAD to not work. So yeah, that's barn doors. A little bit more involved, but very easy. Still very easy. Please sell more of them.